friends and neighbors, happy Easter if you celebrate such things. Otherwise, happy spring or renewal or rebirth, whatever it is that inspires you and ignites you. May that feeling, fill you from within and give you strength and hope as we move into the summer months. Because those of us here in Arizona, we're going to need it. We need all the blessings that the nature and universe can give us because it's going to be hot. But anywho, so today I wanted to do a brief review about the Super Mario Brothers movie. I ended up taking my youngling daughter to go see it Friday night. It was a packed house. It reminded me of a nursery school times 1,000. When we went into the theater, it was wild. It was packed. There were kids dressed up, kids hugging their Yoshi stuffed animals. It was adorable. Everybody getting their little treat packs or whatever with their little popcorn, little soda, all the little younglings. Everybody's so super excited to go see this Super Mario movie. It was really cute. I haven't seen families and kids mob theater in a long time, so it was cool to see so many people so excited about this film. I wish I could say that I enjoyed it more, but we'll kind of get into that. So it was directed by Aaron Horvath, Michael Jelinek, Pierre, and then co-directed by Pierre Leduc and Fabian Pollock. So that's literally 4 directors. That's a lot of people. Yeah. I don't know how they get their creative stuff in order with those kinds of things. But the writing credit goes to a Matthew Fogel. So it was only written by one person. So that singular voice. And then the major voice actors. We had Chris Pratt as Mario. Charlie Day as Luigi. Jack Black as Bowser. Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, and then Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, and Fred Armisen from Portland, India, who is brilliant as Cranky Kong. I can't say that his Cranky Kong was brilliant, but he genuinely is. I love him as an actor. He's hilarious. So, with all of that said, again, we have our 4 categories, first being actor and character work. So in this, I thought it was great. Like in terms of a couple of the standouts were Jack Black. His singing his Peaches song was a highlight of the movie. So definitely Jack Black sold that for me. Charlie Day as Luigi, I thought was great. Poor Luigi, of course, always gets his ass handed to him. And he's always kind of second fiddle and thrown into the darkness right from the beginning while Mario gets to find love. It's a bit of a brother struggle. And then we had Anna Taylor-Joy, who was Anya. I think I'm mispronouncing that, as Princess Peach. She was great. Her voice was very kind of just straightforward. I didn't feel any real nuance to it. It was just a very straightforward performance of this kind of very heroic character. And then you had, of course, Chris Pratt as Mario, and I know that a lot of people were maligning that. He's supposed to sound, like a stereotypical, like Italian fresh off the boat. Even worse than that, just somebody dunked in marinara sauce. I'm glad that they didn't go in that direction. I think it would have been really annoying after like the 4th movie that this no doubt is going to generate. So I'm great. It was a little bit more straightforward, just kind of Americanized, and you still get that hint of Italian, but it's not this stereotype that was derived from so long ago. So I'm okay with that. I thought Chris Pratt did a fine job. I think he's an amiable actor. He's not one of my favorites. I loved him in Parks and Recreation. His latest persona seems kind of off-putting to me, but that's just my own opinion. But he still seems like a kind, loving human being. So no beef, just, it is what it is. So overall, I think the acting and character performances were good. So we'd give it a 4, right? So I think it was overall well executed. I really like that they had Princess Peach be the powerhouse of it. She was going to be her own hero. She was going to find the resolution that needed to be found in order to stop Bowser from, of course, taking over all of Mushroom Kingdom and all the other adjacent kingdoms. Seth Rogen played Donkey Kong. He was probably the most annoying, like in terms of just, oh, shut up already, kind of like gimmickry, a gimmick. His voice sounded like a gimmick to me. And it just kind of started wearing thin. But it also kind of ties back into what I would talk about next, which is the story. The story to me was meh. I would give it a 2. It basically is all the games cobbled together to create a storyline, which is basically the same thing we've always seen in every Mario game anyways, which is Bowser wants to kidnap Princess Peach and then Mario has to save her. It does do a really good job, though, of tying all the games together. We kind of start out with Mario Odyssey, which is a fantastic game if you haven't played that already. And then it brings you back into the old school Mario that makes self-reference remarks about it. It's very self-referential, which is a lot of fun. You get Rainbow Road, you get Donkey Kong and all of his side quest stuff in the Jungle Kingdom. You pretty much get everything, I think, outside of like Mario Maker, but even that's kind of like a part of like the natural world that they all inhabit. You get Yoshi briefly, hopefully they do a lot more with Yoshi in the sequel that's no doubt going to follow this big budget blockbuster, because this is going to make a lot of money. But the story itself was it was benign. It was just kind of It was meh. I wasn't super thrilled. I wasn't, overwhelmed with its character arc. It was the brothers, learning to trust each other. It was Princess Peach, coming to rely on somebody besides just herself. It was Mario realizing that he had the hero within. It was all, paint by numbers hero journey. And there's nothing wrong with that, but as an adult, and because it is, and this is the reason why I would say this. So, as an adult, I give it a 2. As a child, like my inner child, I would give that a huge 5 plus, 5 plus plus. The action and the color and the joy of the performances, I think for children, make this a wonderful grade A movie, just flat out for kids. I think it's a fantastic film to take your kids to. Highly recommend that. As an adult, I'm like, oh my God, how many times can I watch Donkey Kong, beat up Mario? Or it gets where I get annoyed with children's cartoons is the endless gags. It's always just sight gags. Sight gag, sight gag, sight gag. I'm like, okay, there's only so many times I can watch somebody be pummeled or thrown into something or whatever. It gets kind of obnoxious after a while. So again, just grading this from an adult's perspective, I give story a 2. And then the thing that really kind of sold me was, again, the wrapping, right? So that's next. That's score. That's, in this case, it would be animation versus cinematography. It would be the editing. It would be all of that work. And that to me was a 5. This movie excelled. It is absolutely beautiful. The set pieces, or the not even set pieces, but just the scenes and the animation and the work that was put into this animation is top notch. It is absolutely stunning. The Rainbow Road looks gorgeous. The carts that they're on are amazing. The Mushroom Kingdom is divine. I want to bounce on every toadstool. I could see every circle. I could see, the particles in it's just beautiful. It was really well done. So I definitely give that a 5. So with that said, that kind of puts us into, so the director portion, you get the 4 plus the 2 plus the 5, so that's 11. Divide that by 3, so that's a 3.6. So 3.6 plus 11 again, divide that by 20, and we give the Super Mario Brothers movie a 73, so that would be a C. So Super Mario Brothers, C. It's okay. It is okay. As an adult, going to see that, dipped in nostalgia. It is full of nostalgia. It made me go home and play Mario Kart first thing. I was super excited to do that. Again, I love video games. I'm a fanboy. You can see all my Transformers and shit behind me. I got my new Scream 6 poster back there. I'm going to be getting a all slew of really awesome shit to show you guys. Oh, by the way, I'm also going to start doing package reveals. That sounded dirty. I'm going to start doing like opening packages. Again, that sounds dirty. I'm going to do like opening from like Transformers that I'm going to be collecting. So I'm trying to collect as many of these as I possibly can, typically getting 1 or 2 a month, as much as the budget allows. And I'm going to start opening those and different kinds of things. I'm also have a guest video that we're going to be doing here in the next week or two with my beautiful fiance, Frank. We're going to unpackage something neat from Trixie Mattel, the wonderful drag queen and performer. Super excited. It's going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that. This channel is just blowing up. What? It's going to be awesome. So I hope you are doing well. Love yourself. Treat yourself with all the kindness that you can. At the end of the day, you are your sole caregiver. And I think it helps to remember that. You have a beautiful day. Bye.